Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, we're just going to do a quick timeless reading to get a check-in and see how the collective is doing. So I hope everyone is having a great week so far. So let's go ahead and see what the universe has in store for us. And as always, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a reading. All right, guys, we have wisdom coming through, and we can see an owl on the shoulder. And I feel like this is a time where the veil's pretty thin, and you might be getting dream messages or messages from your ancestors in some form or another. Some of you may be seeing owls. I don't know. I feel that strongly. Like there is something coming through an enlightenment period. And then messages from the oracle. It says, bet on yourself and take chances, Scorpio. Reach your dreams. You've got this. So I feel like there is something that you are definitely considering. Maybe you've been at a crossroads in your life, wondering if you should do something different, take the path less traveled. Here we've got justice, Libra energy coming through. So I know that in our recent Scorpio readings, we talked about legal disputes and things coming forward with contracts, endings, beginnings, potentially, depending if you're signing on or off on a project. And so I feel like this is a good time to proceed forward with legal disputes. It seems to me that the universe is on Scorpio's side. So take that or leave it. It may not be for everybody, but take what is for you and leave the rest for someone else. But justice does come through with you've got this and wisdom. We do have the Tower card representing itself, which is also Scorpio in their strength. This could be that, and we did have this card show up in our weekly reading last week, and it was the last card. So if you haven't caught that reading, make sure to do that. But justice and the Tower feels like somebody is getting something, their karma, actually. That's how it's coming through. Karmic cycles. And, you know, depending on when you're watching this, we are currently experiencing the lunar eclipse in Pisces. So that is all about karmic and fated events. We've talked about that many times this week. So we've got justice and the Tower card. We also have 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands represents a burdensome time coming to an end. So justice, the Tower card, 10 of Wands. Let's see what else. 4 of Swords. So this looks like after a period of seeking justice, a sudden shift in an environmental situation, whether that be at home or at work. 10 of Wands allows you to put it down. Because look here, you see how this person is just overwhelmed, right? They've got a big burden on their back. 4 of Swords, taking a rest, King of Wands, and the Death card. So Scorpio, we're showing up twice in this reading with the Tower card and the Death card. Sudden change coming your way, and that King of Wands is really the power of progression, the power of advancement. Wands are fiery energy. They are, how should I say this? Like getting something done, a visionary and action oriented. So if you have been holding back on something because it was difficult to face, or it would require legal contracts, it would require handling paperwork, that's what's coming through. Like something that's been burdensome comes off your plate. You hand it over potentially to an expert, an authority. You get someone else involved, and it does feel that this is very fruitful for Scorpio. Otherwise, it would be overwhelming to handle on your own is what I'm picking up. So I'm going to clarify these cards here. Give me 1 second. What is this? And I've got the 4 of Cups. So what's interesting is we have 2 number 4s coming through, the Justice card, something that's making you look at a situation from the past, and I feel like a solution comes forward, which is very good. And it's one that brings about balance. We've got the Queen of Swords clarifying the Tower. The Queen of Swords is very clear-minded and has the information that she needs to proceed, and is laser focused. So when we've got this Queen of Swords and this King of Wands, not only do you have the information you need to proceed, but you also have the energy, the drive. And again, I feel like someone comes forward or you hire someone to assist in a difficult situation. But this situation brings something to a completion with that 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is the 7 of Cups clarifying that. Let's take a look. We've got the Queen of Wands coming through, 10 of Cups, and Knight of Swords. What's interesting is the second half of this reading is basically the polar opposite of the first half. So in the first half, we've got looking in the past with some regret, maybe even just having something live rent-free in your mind for a while. And I even feel like anger coming forward. Like Scorpio is very set on getting justice. The scales need to be balanced. And you do get, like I said, the information you need, and it comes after a difficult situation presenting itself. So in addition to something that has been ongoing, there's a straw that breaks the camel's back. But I feel like this is something that just happened for you, Scorpio, not something that's about to happen, if that makes sense. Because with that 10 of Wands and the 7 of Cups, I feel like that's that looking back period and saying there's been so many different times this theme has presented itself in my life, and that's got to stop. So this is, again, coming on the heels of last week's reading where Scorpio came through with the energy of being very protective over their home, their resources, their environment, the ones they love. And so, again, that straw that broke the camel's back presented itself, and you have all the information you need to proceed forward, and you do get help from someone to balance the scales. The Queen of Wands with the 4 of Swords, King of Wands with the 10 of Cups. I will say there could be an energy here of meeting someone and it being a divine counterpart and it going well. You'll have to see how that works out for you, Scorpio. Or it could be that you are deepening a relationship that you've recently started. So this would be for someone who's single and just met someone, or someone who has recently gotten themselves in a relationship. This does feel like a heavy sexual attraction, and I will say that. So I'm not sure the longevity of this, but I feel intuitively like this holds value. There's promise here. And I feel like whatever it is that you are cleaning up, like I'm actually seeing a wound, a gaping wound, and then bandages coming through and suturing. And so just because of the way this image is coming forward, make sure that you're handling your physical health and getting everything checked out, and don't delay on appointments. But I am seeing a lot of that, almost like a surgery. And then I see once this is sewn shut, it heals. And that scar is the reminder that stays with you, but you proceed past it. And that allows you the energy to invite someone or something new into your life. And it's very fiery, has a lot of potential. But if this is a new person for you, or someone that you're about to meet, like I said, it does feel very sexually motivated. So congratulations. And then I do have the Death card with the Knight of Swords. So I feel like there is a transformation taking place, and it's happening very quickly for you. As soon as you release a heavy, burdensome energy, something invigorating comes through, something that captures your energetic attention, and it happens quickly. So I hope that is the case for us, because that's exciting for those of us that are looking for energy and excitement and something fun. We love the idea of transforming because something's come to an end, inviting new energy into our lives. So let's look at a manifestation card, and let's see. We have here, I let the universe catch up with my dreams. I love that. I let the universe catch up with my dreams. And then to start the reading, we had bet on yourself, take chances, reach your dreams. You've got this, Scorpio. So things coming forward for you. The clarity that you need is well on its way. Help comes to balance the scales, whether it is that you hire someone or a helping hand comes forward. And then, like I said, if you are meeting someone new, there is a high sexual attraction here if it's romantic. And if it's not romantic and it's more of a friendship vibe, this could just be someone who matches your energy. So let's see what happens next. And as I always say, Scorpio, we're all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Have a great week ahead. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and shine brightly.